when you're considering pricing. If it's all the same item and none of the design is changing, you're not changing a name or a logo.
Right, no individual stuff, yeah.
It's so much faster.
Yeah.
It reduces your labor, it reduces your time designing, it reduces everything.
I don't give a fuck. Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex over at Laser Everything. Welcome to the Laser Source podcast, the #1 podcast if you love the Great Lakes. I'm going to be dropping some Great Lakes facts on you guys tonight. And the first one is fact number 1. Lake Superior is the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area. Did you know that, Blake?
I did not.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's actually pretty great.
Yeah, spanning nearly 32,000 miles, Lake Superior is not only the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area, but also one of the largest lakes in the world, second only to the Caspian Sea. In fact, if you were to add up all the water in Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Ontario, and 4 of Lake Erie, it would total the volume of Lake Superior. Pretty wild.
Is that why it's Lake Superior? Like it's the best?
It's the top dog of lakes.
Like it just takes a dump on all the other ones?
That's just the first fun Great Lakes fact that you guys are going to hear tonight. So prepare for that. More importantly, we're here with Blake Sanborn, Great Lakes Laser Supply.
Hey.
What up,
What's
dude?
going on? How are you guys doing? Good.
Oh, dude, we're chilling, man. We're having a good night. We're going to have a fun time. Really excited that you could pong back over to our studio for some Laser Source podcast. If you guys missed it, I was just live with Blake over on his Facebook group, Great Lakes Laser Supply. If you haven't been there, there's a link down in the description. Before we even talk to Blake, I will just let you guys know that I love this guy. His Facebook group is amazing, especially if you're brand new. That's the place you want to be. And again, there's a link down in the description if you want to go sign up for that. How you doing, man? You good?
Doing awesome.
You busy today? You got some stuff to give away, which we'll talk about a little later. Kyle should be joining us at some point, and I think Anthony's coming tonight too. When Kyle gets here, he'll start the arrangements for the giveaway. We'll talk more about that as we get into the show. But Blake, who the hell are you? What is Great Lakes Laser Supply? Why are you here?
That's a great question. So we started out as outnumbered 5-1. My wife made earrings, and she was pretty successful. She was selling those earrings to boutiques, a couple hundred pairs at a time. She said she wanted to get a laser. And any guesses of what laser she wanted to get?
Glowforge.
Yes. I probably already told you. So she says, I want to get a Glowforge. So I start researching, and I'm like, from what I'm reading, this is not going to be the way to go. You know, I wanted to kind of future-proof ourselves, make sure we didn't, get a laser and then, outgrow it in a couple of months. So after 3-4 months of research, we ended up buying a laser straight from a manufacturer in China, and that thing has been a workhorse for 3 years now.
Yeah.
So then I noticed at craft shows that there's nothing for guys. All these women walking around, dragging their husbands around, and there was nothing for the guys to look at. So we started pivoting to having some guy stuff. We started with some wallets and then belts and ammo cans and knives and then hats and hat clips, and we went from, making $600, $900 at a craft show to, $2,000. And then once we started doing live engravings, $3,000, it got crazy.
The husbands were lined up at your booth.
and then also, the women, if their husband's not there, they want to buy them something, so they're in there buying something for their significant other. And Mom always yells at me for saying guy stuff, but because it really is, a lot of people buy our stuff, not just guys.
I would venture to say most of the dudes probably don't want the earrings.
That's true. So then we started, leveraging and buying larger quantities of the things that we used. And my real passion is helping and working with people. So that kind of transitioned to then becoming a supplier with Great Lakes Laser Supply. So we now sell the things that we found success with in that pivot at craft shows. and it's been a blast. The Facebook group has been crazy. It is only five months old, and we are at 2,500 people in the group. I love the culture that is there. People come in, it's super casual. You can ask a question. Nobody's going to yell at you for asking a dumb question. It really is just an awesome place to be, and I love interacting with people and helping. And I don't know what's next for Great Lakes Laser Supply, but I'm excited and really happy with where we're at.
Yeah, we're talking about you guys joining us from Facebook. We are streaming over to Great Lakes Laser Supply right now too. So if you guys are here from the Facebook group, welcome. It's really good to have you. Also, Anthony's here now. What's up, man?
Hey, sorry for being late. Had a little technical issue.
If you weren't late, it wouldn't be Laser Source. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. So you're just kind of like it slipped down a hill. It sounds like when you were like getting ready for these different craft shows, and then all of a sudden you're like supplying a bunch of stuff. I mean, that's like that's a big shift, but it sounds like it's something that you really enjoy doing and you're having a lot of fun with.
I really am. Talking to the people texting me, emailing me questions 24/7. I think it would drive some people crazy, but I really love what's happening. I'm excited for the future.
What kind of stuff do you guys carry at Great Lakes Laser Supply? Like what's there right now if I was going to go shopping today?
You would see leatherette. You would see wallets, belts.
Nice.
And I would say the number one seller right now are hat clips. This one says just the tip.
Nice.
But customizable, if people already sell hats, these are insane for your hat game. That sounds
it's that upsell.
It really is. So we charge $25 for our basic hats at a craft show, and it's an $11 upsell with a hat clip.
Nice.
And 80% of the time they pull the hat off the hat wall, they walk up to you with it. Do you want it with or without the hat clip? With the hat clip. So that's $36.
Yeah. What do those go for?
So
like
it's a great
hat
upsell
clip right now.
Wholesale on our website, it is $21.99 for a 10-pack, and
Nice.
we sell them $11 retail. And if it's like you're selling to like a little baseball team, then we do $8 a piece.
That must be huge. I didn't even think about that.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, fundraisers, baseball teams.
And those guys are aluminum, yeah?
They are anodized aluminum, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sick. You got a bunch of colors, I'm assuming.
Lots of them, lots of colors.
I know.
Colors.
So without having to do like
16.
embroider or anything, you get like numbers and names of players and stuff on those. That'd be an excellent add-on. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's super cool. Resin's in chat saying hat clips. Who knew? I didn't. The first time I heard about it was after I went on Blake's show with him on his Facebook group, and he's like, man, I really want to like show people my hat clips. They're super cool. And I'm like, what the fuck is a hat clip? But apparently that's a thing, dude, and it's like really big. It's super awesome to hear about. One of the things that you guys are going to get the benefit of if you're here with us live today is Blake is planning on giving some of these away. And I'm going to put you on the spot here really quick, Blake, because Kyle's asking me in chat what we're giving away today. Do you have some numbers so that he can generate those giveaways for people?
We are giving away 10 mix packs of hat clips.
Nice.
So these have at least 6 different colors of hat clips. That way you can get your feet wet, try these out, and you got something to practice on, and then some to also sell.
That's awesome. Well, we will keep an eye out for Kyle, who should be joining us at some point. I just sent him the message just in case he's not listening, but I think he is, that we're giving away 10 mix packs of hat clips today. So if you're here live, you will get to enjoy and reap the benefits of that today. So I'm really excited to give some of those away. What made you like start a Facebook group instead of like a page for your business? Was that a conscious choice when you decided to start the group?
It was very conscious because truly I don't know what's next, but I would like to be able to adapt some sort of training or teaching, sales and marketing, and like I'm really passionate about that, and I want to try to figure out how to pivot a little bit more even to how I can help teach others how to find their niche and then sell whatever that is that they, end up making successfully.
Yeah, really taking like a business angle to it. Yeah, that's awesome. I've got a couple questions for you in chat. Edward is asking, what is the website?
GreatLakesLaserSupply.com.
GreatLakesLaserSupply.com. If that's not already in the description for you guys, we'll add that down there for you shortly. And Andy's asking, will you mail orders to Australia? Will you fill orders to Australia?
I have shipped to Canada, and shoot me a message. If you want to go to our group, that might be the easiest way, or look me up on Facebook, Blake Sanborn on Facebook, or Great Lakes Laser Supply on Facebook as well. Also from our website, you can shoot me a message, and then we can, I can look up your address, see what that shipping is. I would say every time that somebody's wanted out of the country, they were going to I'll get one pack, and then, it's like $20 for shipping. So they end up getting 3 or 4 packs of hat clips just to make it worth it.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that's fair. And Kyle did confirm with me that all links to the sites are down in the description. So if you're looking for a link to any of those things, including the group or the direct link to the store page, that's down in the description too.
Thank you very much.
MI Laser Guy says, switch to YouTube. I'm here, Blake. He wants you to know that.
MI Laser Guy. Is that
Michigan Laser?
That must be Jim. It's funny. Jim told me at the Michigan Laser Summit that we met on your podcast.
What is this? The Michigan Laser Summit. I've not heard of that. Tell me about that.
So it is essentially it's a laser conference that we do in Michigan for Michiganders. Anybody can come, but we really try to keep it, Michigan roots. The people that are, whether it's vendors or suppliers, just really try to keep it. We don't want it to be just like every other, laser conference. So it's just a small, tight knit, 40 to 60 people. It's just getting together, networking, and learning from each other.
I figured you'd have to say a Great Lakes fact to get in the door,
Yeah, I like that.
Superior is the smallest, and then someone just punches you in the face, and you're like, no, it's not.
What's the difference between a pike and a sturgeon?
And then literally they just and then he's thrown away.
You get out of here.
Sturgeons are monsters, bro. Have you ever seen a sturgeon?
Basically dinosaurs. They're crazy.
Dinosaurs. That's insane. Also, speaking of the Great Lakes, here's your Great Lakes fact number 2 for the night. Lake Michigan shore is home to the largest freshwater sand dunes in the world. Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lake Shore, as well as many other protected dunes along the western coast of Michigan, make up the world's largest collection of freshwater sand dunes. The tallest dune at Sleeping Bear stands at about 450 feet above the shore of Lake Michigan. That's huge. That's wild. That's like a sand mountain, dude. That's intense.
Really Look up Sleeping Bear Dunes sign. So there's a sign, there's a fine. Basically, if you go down the sand dunes and can't get back up, you get fined. Look up the sign so you can.
Wait, what happens what do you mean if you can't get back up? What happens when you can't get back up?
I think you have to be rescued, and then there's a fine along with being rescued.
Yeah. I actually have a friend of mine who takes pictures of that beach. Like their family has a house there that they vacation in for the summer or something. And I've seen them take pictures of that because the county has spent so much money rescuing people that they're just like, we're done. We told you not to, you dopes.
There's beaches like that in Cali too, where the sand is so steep. They're like, if you get down there and you can't get out, then we're gonna charge you like $1,500.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough, is what my dad always said.
Right.
So.
Oh my god, I love this sign. This is hilarious. Hold on, let me share it.
All right. By the way, Vince asked where in Michigan was this conference held, and I see it was already answered, kind of. But where was it, Blake?
Just north of Lansing and St. John's.
Lansing and St. John's. Okay. Oh my God! Look at this. Jim said that's a $300 helicopter ride.
I bet.
I cannot. I can't share my screen for some reason, but if somebody else wants to look it up, it's really funny. It says avoid getting stuck at the bottom, and there's a guy who looks like he's stuck on a rope and he's throwing up, and then there's another guy drowning in water. It's really
so
funny.
what you're telling me is this is where you guys have the summit, right at the bottom.
Yeah.
So if you guys
are
coming to the Michigan Laser Summit,
it's a $300 ticket.
$3,050. No, dude, this says lake levels are high. The only way out is up. Rescue costs $3,000. Keep yourself and our rescuers out of danger. That's what the sign I'm looking at says.
300 sounded kind of cheap.
That's where I would just call a crane company.
It did seem kind of cheap. I was like 300 might be worth the ticket price to ride down the dunes.
Just to say you did, yeah, that's fair.
That's not even a short ambulance ride now.
They should just build, like, you know how that when you go to the mountains and you have like the bunny ski slope that like has where you can like hang onto the rope and it just pulls you back up on it. Like they should just have like a crank that just like 4 stupid people and you just ride it back up.
Kyle, where are we on giveaway status? It's up. You're muted, bro. I can't hear you at all.
I don't think he's talking. Oh,
he is. He's just, his audio is janked up. Nice haircut though. Looking fresh.
So fresh and so clean.
I covered mine up.
Like, yeah,
yeah, we can't really see the glare.
There you go. We hear you now.
Hey.
Did you say there
is?
It is up. The link to the giveaway is in the description. I will also be periodically dropping it into the chat.
Nice.
And when Blake gives the say so, I will be drawing them on his command.
Do you want to say? Do you want to save them all up until the end, or do you want to kind of sprinkle, like pepper them in, season it as we go?
It might keep everybody engaged. A little peppering them in.
Yeah, nice.
We can do that. We can do
like
that.
A sturgeon.
Like a sturgeon.
You gotta be quicker.
Like
I feel like every time I look away at the chat screen and then I look back, Blake has one more hat clip on his head.
Me too. Yeah, I saw that.
It's like, do you guys remember that show, Men in Tights, Robin Hood Men in Tights, where the guy's mole moves every time you see him? Like he's gonna have a hat clip here. One's gonna be on his lip in a second. Like, wait a second.
He's gonna have his 15 pieces of flair here very shortly.
Oh, nice. By the way, there in our chat that was just put there.
Whoa!
Is the link to join that giveaway. So
hey, you want to win these hat clips, so make sure that you join it. You don't have to do anything to like participate in this giveaway except be here now while we're doing it. And remember, if you are not in the US or Canada, you cannot win this.
By the way, the only place you can win is the US, which is like a hat, and then Canada, which is like our hat clip.
Yeah, totally.
I think
so. Sorry to Andy Faulkner in chat. You can't win, bro. Unfortunately, but everybody else, if you're in North America, that doesn't include Mexico. Guess what? You can win this. And these things are sick, dude. Why hack? What did you even find hat clips, Blake? What was like the?
I scour the internet for things that can be lasered that nobody knows about.
Well, and
is that wait? Is that the pro tip right? Is that what I type into Google? Things that can be lasered that nobody knows about.
Yep, exactly. Nice. Search that. But yeah, no, and they popped right up. And then so we actually started manufacturing them, which was interesting, getting into the manufacturing side of things, you know, having to make the hat clips, then get them painted, and then keep up with sales. And so we've ran out of almost all colors twice now, and had to deal with, you know, trying to manage inventory and production at the same time.
Wow.
Thanks, dude.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, okay. Miranda just messaged me and told me that you're killing me. Oh, your face's refrigerator is running. Have you thought about going really like stupid with it and like doing gold ones or like titanium, you know, like up in the game?
Titanium? Yeah. Dope.
Yeah, dude, I'd like a gold, dude. I'd drop like $200 if I'm gonna get a hat clip, dude. I mean, just solid gold, you know.
Hey, look at that.
There's a goldish one.
Oh, hell yeah.
That looks nice.
We do have some new things coming in the next couple of weeks that you know, you may not be too far off from.
Cool. I mean, like stainless.
Can't tell you. It's a secret.
That'd be cool.
It's a surprise.
That'd be cool.
Join the Facebook group and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, link in the description. I'd like a stainless one. I feel like that with like a Z mark would look really good, especially because it's a small engraving area. So even if you're Z marking it appropriately, it's not that long of a runtime just because of the
it'd be super
small amount of space you'd be taking. Yeah, that's super cool. I want to see also the leatherette that you guys mentioned earlier. That
Yeah.
is like, is it polyurethane leatherette? It's a PU.
No,
It's not like
polyurethane.
vinyl, right?
No, not vinyl. No, it's
okay.
laserable leatherette.
Got it.
By the way, Gulf Coast said there's 50 viewers and only 20 likes. Come on, guys. Come on. Get that out there. Get more people into this giveaway. Ooh. Resin said
We're
solid
almost at
gold hat clip with cost a pretty penny with gold spot pricing like $2,700 per ounce.
Maybe sterling silver.
Yeah.
Cubic
Like someone
zirconia.
just punches you in the throat and steals your hat clip.
Right.
My God.
Lose that fish.
And that's interesting. I've never seen that before.
What's that?
What are you looking at?
Dip can. It's like a for dip.
That's a test. Something it was a customer request, and those are brand new.
Is it the whole can? Like it's a metal can?
Yeah, dude. It's
Does
like
anybody
the whole
chew?
I tried sourcing lids a long time ago, and it was a nightmare.
Molly, can you
it's
bring
a
me one?
whole ass can, 3-piece aluminum, $14.
Nice. Wow, that's awesome.
So why can't you share your screen right now?
I don't know, it's like a technical thing, and I always waste my whole night trying to fix them, so I'm not
All right,
going
well,
to.
shoot the link
It's
over to
very
me and I'll
It's
show
in the description, buddy. No.
You're in the description.
You can also
Your
type
whole family's in the description.
with your little fingies. Great Lakes
I got
Laser
sausage fingers.
Supply.com. The
That
belt
doesn't make sense.
I think Laura thinks it's for like ranch or like Thousand Island. It's not that kind of dip, Laura. It's
Like I can see her at a craft
tobacco.
show being like, "This is great for your hummuses. You like hummus?"
It's
Ooh, key organizers.
oh,
Did
that
any
is
of you guys do the chew
that is-
packs?
Oh yeah, there it
Are
is.
you-
There it is.
The little snuff, I think it's called.
Oh, you
So-
like the wands?
This has got two compartments. It's got for new and used, and then this is all anodized aluminum. So one of the ones I did for a customer, we engraved something on the inside, we engraved the top and on the bottom. But there's multiple
Nice.
compartments. They're harder to open when
Can
they're
we
flat.
can we go back to used? Why are we keeping it used?
The like the on packets here. Let me get
It's
one.
because people
If
put them and
you-
leave them in places that they shouldn't leave them.
If you got
All right.
these guys, then it comes with like a little compartment here for you to spit your used one there when it's like stored here. That
Oh
means
yeah,
where the
look at all
freshness
these.
are at.
Look at all
So
these juicy laserables.
if you're like
So
in the
this is-
shopping
yeah.
mall and you don't got some place to throw it, then you just like toss it.
Can you
in
also talk? What is the pre-order Huron Pro transfer press? What's this all about?
So it's a dual platinum hat press. So we're actually giving one away in the Facebook group. We're going to be giving away a dual platinum hat press either when we hit 6,000 members in the group or when we get to Black Friday, whichever comes first.
Nice.
Golf
We got
ball,
golf ball
leatherette.
textured leatherette.
Oh wow,
What?
that's awesome.
I
That's
have a
on sale for
customer. Oh my God,
$10.50
there's
a sheet.
colors.
And colors.
There's
Oh,
colors.
Get out of here.
I was gonna say, Matt, you have the perfect customer for that.
I literally have a guy who owns multiple golf courses who I just did a whole crap ton of work for lately, and that would be
The black
pretty dope.
on black is pretty sick.
Get them to
Got
freshly
hydro
reinforce
hats.
the backrests on the golf carts with those.
Oh yeah,
What can you tell me about the fume extractors catching my eye?
Fume extractor, like I said, we try to share and sell all the things that we kind of found success with. And so
Mhm.
once we started doing the live engraving, you've got to have that fume extractor. You start engraving things live, it can cause a little bit of trouble. So we got the fume extractor, we tested some, and that's the one that we ended up offering for our customers, and it works great. We bring a fiber laser and a CO2 galvo to craft shows. And that it works really great. You flip it back and forth and it works whether you're doing wood or whatever.
How's
But
the
it's nice and strong.
filter availability for this
We
guy?
have filters as well, and I keep the price point no one can touch the price that I sell the filters for. I don't have those listed actually, but
Nice.
they're very, very affordable. That's one thing I wanted to make sure I did for the filters. You buy something like that and then you're like, oh wow, okay, it's $200 for replacement filters.
Yeah,
So
That's
we
where
try
they
to keep everything
get
affordable.
yeah.
So I try
I
to
see
do
that
that.
a lot where a couple
A big
filter
problem
changes.
that I've noticed more so than cost, and cost is an issue with these fume extractors, but like it's just the consistency of the availability of the part. You know, like I've looked at fume extractors where the filters will be up and they stay up for 3 months and then they're gone for 6, and then they'll pop back up for another 2, and then they're gone for 1, and then they're up for 5. You know, have you seen like pretty consistent availability with those parts?
Yeah. I've tried to work with suppliers or manufacturers that are able to get us, you know, things pretty quickly. And I tried, you know, we're learning, but we have, you know, like ran out of the hat clips, but now I think I've got a better handle on it. So I try to stay ahead, making sure we've got a good par on hand for when people order.
Yeah, I'm looking at those belts too.
I'm sitting here thinking, are these stainless steel or are these aluminum?
Everything is anodized aluminum.
Anodized aluminum. Okay, so that's like an anodized silver right there.
It's black. That's just glare from the light.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got it.
They're all black buckles with colored belts, and they've got just a little bit of stretch. Yeah. So this is just kind of part of that, you know, quote unquote guy stuff that we have to offer. We just posted hats, but the belts, the wallets, you know, the hats are all great sellers at craft shows for us. We have a 7-foot hat wall that we put the hats on display. Works really nice.
Yep. And it's nice too, because like I just went to, so we have a huge like farmers market here, and you know, they basically have it like you were saying, where there's all these like dainty cute stuff. There's the woodworkers who do all the stuff with the CNCs and the mills and all that stuff. And like you can't really touch them because they're in their own little market. You've got the cutesy stuff. You have all the foods and fruits and vegetables, and there really like isn't anything like this even at that one. And that's probably got like 75 vendors, I think. So just saying. The dog's like, no.
And the other nice thing about all that stuff is it all. Sorry.
It's going to look exactly the opposite way. Oh, it's still floof. Sorry, you're getting comments in chat, Kyle.
Got to go where the winner is. It's okay.
I'm not going to lie. The golf ball leatherette is kind of what is it? Like trypophobia. It's kind of like triggering that for me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna do another Great Lakes fact, and then we are gonna do a giveaway. How's that sound, Blake?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, all right. Great Lakes fact. I think this is number 4, but I'm calling it number 3 because number 3 is lame. More than 20% of all the world's fresh water is in the Great Lakes.
Wait, how much?
Wild. More than 20%. It is estimated that there are nearly 24,000 cubic miles of surface freshwater on Earth. The Great Lakes holds over 5,400 cubic miles of water, therefore accounting for more than 20% of the world's surface freshwater. It's intense, dude. I'm glad I live close to that. Be keeping that in my pocket. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. All right, Kyle, let's do a roll, dude. Let's do the old spin. Guys, make sure if you haven't added your name to the list, Blake's giving away 10 of these packs today. 10 of the hat clip packs, a bunch of different colors, super popular, and it's a good value. It's a solid giveaway value. So make sure that you get your name in the list if you're in the US or Canada. You don't have to do anything to win except be here. And the link is down in the description, and Kyle's been dropping it in chat randomly. I think we're ready for the first pull, Kyle. How you feeling, man?
Updating the list now. We have currently 28 people in the entered zone.
Nice.
So
half of you guys better be in Europe if your names aren't on this list right now. I swear to God.
I'm updating the list now. So if you're not entered currently, you're stuck on the next roll.
So
9 more.
Laura's in chat, guys, saying smash the like button. Please do. It helps get the channel in front of more people. It helps the live stream be seen. So if you haven't already smashed the like button, make sure that you do so. Look at all these names. I love it. I love it. Any bets on the first winner? I think it's going to be Yuri. I'm calling Yuri right now.
You're going to shuffle it a couple of times. Blake, say win, bud.
Blake says when.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. When? I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm glad it sped up. I was really worried about Let's go for
Oh, Rick Blizzard
Rick.
coming in. Here comes the storm. What up, Rick?
Congratulations, Rick.
Congrats.
You're
Man.
winning. Hey, where should Rick get in touch with you, Blake?
I
can-
can pull the email.
Or you can pull the
Perfect.
email. That's right. We have the back end system. All right, so we'll connect after the fact. Then
Yeah, just send me the list of emails.
I forgot
Yeah.
we collected emails. Honestly,
Yeah, Kyle is definitely a back end guy, so he'll definitely.
Nice choice of words, Matt.
emergency stop.
I think that was a great laser fact or a great fact. I don't know.
It was a great.
Great.
Is Kyle's ass a Great Lake?
It is superior. Oh,
Oh,
No, there's no fresh water
Really?
found there.
I'm
It
pretty
depends
sure
on the
Kyle-
heat level and humidity.
I think Kyle's ass is a little eerie, but that's just me.
oh,
Oh my god.
pure on fire. Boom. God, I'm so good. Okay.
You're on fire.
These
Yeah,
puns are
'cause, like,
superior.
That's one of your greatest segues. Kind of like our greatest sponsor, Johnson Plastics Plus, who's
Hey.
sponsoring tonight's podcast. Yeah, well, I've been so distracted by our awesome, amazing guest, I totally forgot all about our awesome, amazing sponsor. If you don't win hat clips tonight and you're feeling real sad and you need to pick me up, you know, you got to get the endorphins going. You need that little hit. Head on down to the link to JP Plus. It's in the description. We also have a discount code. Gets you 15% off almost anything in the store. And you can pick some stuff. You can pick up some stuff. That way you still get a package in the mail. You're always a winner in our eyes, you know, and in the eyes of our great overlords. I mean, sponsors, Johnson Plastics Plus. You get all kinds of stuff from them. They got Romark, they got engraving blanks, they have leatherette, they have ornaments. Holidays are coming up. Pick some of those up. So thanks again, JP Plus, for sponsoring the podcast. We'll give you another hug before the show's out, but we really do appreciate you guys, and we appreciate you if you're watching live. Make sure you go check out the link to our sponsor down in the description.
Just a reminder, don't try and circumvent the system. If you're entering more than once, I'm gonna know.
Oh, naughty!
The way
You know who you are.
If you
You know who you are.
circumvent the system, Kyle's gonna circumcise you.
Right off the giveaway list.
What is that? That's Kyle's tip. Yeah.
Oh,
And that's just a tip.
Was that
Look
just
how
a tip?
perfect.
Yeah.
By the way, that's also one of the hat clips that you can purchase from. There you go. We're totally getting it.
he sells
we're
blanks, dude. It's Great Lakes Laser Supply, not
Yeah,
Great
but
Lakes Laser Tips.
He'll make it for you. He would make that for you.
Would
I
you
would
make
do
that
that.
for somebody, Blake? No, you
I
would.
would.
Yes, he
Oh, my
would.
God.
You
He
kidding
would
me?
only because he feels bad and he's a super nice guy.
Oh, whatever. He'll be like, listen, this is what you can have. That should actually be the first thing that you get is like you get a bonus one and it's just like, we're gonna leave it alone. All right. My God. All right, let's see. Oh my God, everybody in chat's going crazy. Oh, here you go. So Deanna said, are there any discounts that you offer Great Lakes Laser Supplies ever? Like, do you guys have sales, I guess is what they're asking.
Don't really have sales. We do if we do a promotion. I mean, I could make one now.
Ooh.
A discount
that-
code.
Yeah, there you go.
Good. So, Blake, let's have a brief conversation about your affiliate program.
Yeah. Let's get one started.
Blake doesn't
I'm
have
actu-
one, guys. But we
Not
just
yet.
like Blake. That's why he's here. He's not paying us to come on the
For
show. That's
realsies.
ridiculous.
Ugh.
Greatest is focused children. Trying.
Yeah, and Laura said the pricing is already amazing and very, very fair.
I
Thank
think
you,
so.
Laura.
Yeah, I think so. Especially on some of like the items that you tend to have more difficulty finding higher quality versions of.
Mhm.
A great example is like the belts. You know, like I can find a $2 belt on AliExpress, but it doesn't look like that.
Well,
know?
and the other thing is the shipping that you're
Well,
going to pay for that and having to
It
deal
might
with the
look like that in
manufacturers.
photos, but when you get it in your hand, definitely doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is definitely another thing that Anthony and I have talked about when buying in bulk. Making sure you get a sample or two, like you said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
We test things all the time, and I just got an order of hats in that are wrong. So
Ooh.
learn that lesson the hard way.
How do you do a hat wrong? What was wrong with it?
So I had been sampling like the hydro hat that you guys see. It's a 7-panel style hat. They're really, really cool. I sent some out to testers, got some feedback from people that they really loved them. So I ordered that same material, the waterproof material, but in a regular 6-panel style.
Yeah.
And it's like a jogging hat. It is not, doesn't have the
Ooh.
reinforced front. It does not the snapback like it was supposed to be.
Like a dad hat or something.
It's terrible. It's terrible. But I have more of the 7-panel style hats coming that are like really, really nice. They're a
Nice.
hydro waterproof hat. One of the testers said he literally sleeps in the hat. He loves it so much.
Nice.
Alan, the maker, says Blake stands behind his products and would not sell something that he wouldn't use himself.
Yep.
It's a really nice
That's
testimonial. Super cool. Katie
Thank you,
Boley is also here. We love Blake. It's super simple. We love Blake. We love him.
I'm trying to
goodness.
create a coupon code.
That'd be cool.
Alan at the Michigan Laser Summit helped me do one of my first photos.
Oh,
This
nice.
is one of our wedding photos.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, that looks
And
perfect.
this is on a business card.
Make you big here.
Oh.
Try that one more time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, look at
there
that.
it is. Nice and
Came out
sharp.
awesome.
Gorgeous.
Good.
Wow.
Those are our twins.
I have twins too.
Nice.
Oh man, I just had a great project idea. You know what I'd like to do? Everybody does photos on business cards, but once you have the photo on the business card looking perfect, you don't have anything to like do with it. And I feel like it'd be a big hit to sell like a frame, like a business card sized frame, or like a variety of business card sized frames that you can like put them in, you know?
Yeah,
That'd be
there's a
cool.
lot of people who 3D print those and then you slide them in. So that's
Does
something
that
that
already exist? Is that already a product?
I don't know. Oh, here you go, right here. I have a free file for a frame in my group.
Nice.
Nice.
I
There
was
we
in the
go.
middle of designing one that I stuck one of those little dime size magnets to, so you
Mm.
can stick them on the fridge.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
be pretty
I'm
dope.
thinking like, and not this isn't just a plug for our sponsor, but like Romark would be cool, like the naturals with like the wood grain on it or something. There might be something there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, and
think
Andy's
about
saying
that.
I use magnets for the fridge to do the
Yeah,
same thing.
that's the no brainer. So I mean, that makes a lot more sense than any kind of nonsense that I'm talking about. Just slap a magnet on the back of it, and I'm sure it stands alone great on the fridge.
All right, there you go.
What's Alan's group, Blake? Do you know it?
Oh, geez. I don't. I had to
You
ask him.
want to plug him real quick?
Okay, I'll pull it up. I did just activate Laser Everything 10, good for 10% off until November 22nd.
Wow, that's a long haul, guys. You got a whole month to use that one. Laser Everything 10.
Just put that into the chat for you guys too.
Nice one.
See, so if you showed up, give us a like, give him some follows, get into the Facebook group. There's all kinds of stuff, man. Killing it.
If the spending at Johnson Plastics Plus, jpplus.com, didn't cheer you up after not winning a hat clip, you can now use 10% off to get yourself additional endorphins from Great Lakes Laser Supply. I think it's time for another giveaway, Kyle.
I was just about to say,
Let's
let's
do
do
it.
people up. I feel like we need the what is it? My Price is Right music. Dun, 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 dun.
Nice.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
Look at these
I had
beautiful
made a
things.
promo picture where similar, I was wearing the hat and they were calling me that it looked like the Infinity Stone glove,
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
collecting all
Totally.
my Infinity Stones.
Like
I want like
of the
a
hat.
blue one, and I'm going to put Cookie Monster on it, and it's going to say C is for Cookie.
Nice. I definitely want some too. Can we put our names on? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Here we go. Never mind. All right.
No.
Let's do the thing.
You know we can't.
I know we can't.
Couple shuffles.
Do we have more? Has our name list grown here, Kyle?
It has. We are up to. I'll check in a sec.
Oh my God, Laura! Oh, precision is so close. to Laura.
So
Precision
close.
edge work.
Precision edge
Nice.
words.
Congratulations.
Thanos, thank you.
Is Yuri still on the list? Yuri, I was really pulling for you, bro.
Me
You were
too.
nowhere near the winning dial that time. Now
Yuri's on the list.
good.
Alan's group is Laser Engraving Tips and Tricks free image R files.
Wow,
Well, there
that
you
is
go.
a mouthful.
Yeah. So I apologize for not remembering it. Laser engraving tips and tricks, free image R files.
There you go. Free plug for Alan.
Oh my goodness.
Cheers, like, thanks, Alex. I'm Team Yuri all day. Let's go.
See, and what's nice about some of the stuff that's on your website too is like, so I just because we haven't talked about like what we've been up to individually, but I just got done with that large order for the golf course owner, which a couple of things already, like the golf print leather. But then the other thing too is coaches, guys, if you haven't thought about fall sports ending yet, like here they're already done and they've already started placing orders for trophies. So I've had a couple of places reach out. And then basically what I was going to say is I had a coach who's like, well, we didn't have a huge fundraiser this year and because we didn't use you. And it's like, I know you didn't, but well, because like the last one we did together, yeah, the last one we did together, it was one of those things where like they made, I think $1,500. And so they had a ton of money to spend on stuff. Plus I give them a discount, which is one of those things I talk about. You should always do. Like if they come to you for a fundraiser, give them a 10% discount when they come back for stuff. Cause like, hey, thanks for coming back. And the money that they earned, you get to recycle back into your company. So anyways, that being said, the hat clip would be such a dope thing to have because literally she said, I need something that's like, you know, $5 or less. And so if you're buying those for $2 and it's a team of 50 kids, right? So even if you just charge $5 a piece, that's $150. Like you're getting your money back for that, you know? And that's one of those things where you could literally put the kid's name with the logo on it so that it's like their hat. So then, and that's where the nice thing is that leads into a hat sale maybe next year where it's like, oh, well, just a hat clip. Well, we don't even have a school hat. Oh, you don't? Let's talk about that. Like, I've got you. So just saying, yeah, that's where you can like, we were talking about a minute ago, just kind of like finding that niche and like making sure you kind of build into that product, you know? So
yeah,
Miranda says, long story short.
Did I say long story short?
I think you did.
There's a trucking company I'm trying to court, and I was trying to think just this week about different things. Well, right. Yeah, but I think that would be probably a pretty good thing. Like just a little hat clip with their trucking company name on it. I'm gonna have to place an order.
Well, because that's the kind of thing the truck drivers can literally keep in their cab and hand them out when they're just hanging out with friends, you know?
Clip them onto the visor when they don't have any more room on their hat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could literally put them on your visor to give out. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty dope.
Deanna's asking,
just making fun of them.
I know, it's so easy. Deanna's asking, curious, do you have any recommended settings for engraving hat clips? And that would depend on the laser you're using, right?
And the lens.
Do you have anything right off the bat, Blake?
I don't. We have a form in the group where people have started to collect their settings. What kind? What laser are you using? First question is always, can I do these with a CO2 laser? And that's actually how we started with all the guy stuff. We started with our CO2 gantry that's right here. You know, making a jig out of cardboard and filling it with wallets or belts or hat clips. You know, we started doing all those things on there until we got our first fiber laser. And I mean, that was a game changer. So if you start getting into all the metal stuff, you know, it would take me 3 hours to get ready for a craft show with wallets, like loading up the wallets, running the wallets. Now with the fiber, 45 minutes to do 100 wallets. And like, I'm the bottleneck. It's like, by the time I load 6 on and take 6 off, like it's already done with the next 6. So, and same thing with the hat clips, obviously, they're even smaller.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for settings, you can go to lasereverything.net. We have the free laser settings starter pack, which Kyle has very graciously pre-converted for every lens and wattage combination, which is wild. Doesn't cost anything. Point. Just go to lasereverything.net and click free laser settings packs, and they're right there for you. It is a starting point. It gets you about 85% of the way. Everything's going to require some tuning, but it's really, really helpful. And then we also have the laser setting database where anybody can submit a setting. So you can find settings used by other people with your same exact make and model. I mean, down to like the little tiny specs about your machine, which is super helpful. Matt's got the website up right here. So if you scroll down just a little bit, and it's right there, free starter settings pack. perfect. And you can grab our libraries for fiber, CO2 Galvo, and CO2 gantry. And then under database, you can also find the links to the community settings databases as well, which is super duper useful.
There's also the material safety. So if you're someone who's new to lasering, material safety database is also something we've been working on, which is really important. Like Blake was talking about having that fume extractor. There's certain stuff where the fume extractor is like necessary, right? Like, like that. And also things that you should never touch, even with the fume extractor, because it's dangerous. Like, you don't want to take that into a place and be like, hey, can I laser at your event? I'll bring the nylon or I'll bring the PVC, you know, like no, what? So yeah, definitely take a look at the laser settings database. And once you click on there, like Alex said, it's got the fiber, the CO2 Galvo, the gantry, and also UV. So we need to work on that UV Galvo setting. But
yeah, if you guys have any settings you'd like to submit to our community archive, please head over to lasereverything.net to add to it. Blake, I see a lot of people. Oh, well, somebody tell Vinny about that. Blake, I see a lot of people in chat talking about a spreadsheet. Is that the spreadsheet we were talking about when I came on your show?
So, well, I did start a spreadsheet, just especially with all the X tool lasers, you know, those specific settings for the X tools. So nice. It's very, I think maybe there's like 6 entries in my spreadsheet, but your location is where I send everybody to your website for settings for getting started. I did start one in my group that's just a Google form like you guys are doing here, just so that they can, you know, see what they're for their, you know, F1. Yeah,
especially for diodes. We haven't touched diodes over here at all. So having a resource for that is really, really good too.
Here's a
Nancy.
Yep. Nancy always has the best questions, dude.
Nancy, like Nancy comes in with the hot questions.
Like, yeah. All right. So here we go real quick. We have Nancy saying, I struggle with pricing out bulk orders. I don't want to overcharge, but I don't want to cheat myself either. I have a nonprofit organization and she's asking for cheap keychains engraved metals for like ideas and suggestions. My rule of thumb, because we've talked about this before, is basically like 300%, right? So if you paid $1 for something, if you're really talking about wholesale where people are going to resell them, I think most people have, I think Michael Mullins too from Laser Engraving 911 has come on here a bunch too, and basically 300 to 400%. So if it cost you $1, asking anywhere from $3 to $4 for a bulk sale, because they're probably going to turn around and sell those for at least double that. So that's just a thought. And if it is, if it's a what do you call it? The nonprofit, right? Like, so I did a huge order for a nonprofit. Even though they are nonprofit, they still pay things. The nice thing is they don't have to pay tax. So that's how they're saving. So don't feel bad charging them a good amount because you're worth it. Number one, the quality of your work will show through. And then number two, the great thing is they work with other people. And that's actually where I got more business. Like people saw the work I did and they said, oh, who did you use? And they got me that. So I cut them a little bit of a deal. You can also give a charitable donation to a nonprofit and then write that off on your taxes and have them put that. So you basically say $500 donation or whatever it is, you know. So if you do a $5,000 job and you give them a 5% donation of $250, then you get them, you put that on their receipt. And then you also ask them to send you a letter basically saying, thank you so much for your $250 donation to our cause. And then that's a way that you can use that for a write-off. And you don't get that $250 back, but it does come off of
it reduces your tax liability at the end of the year.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple ways that both parties can benefit from that.
Another thing that I think a lot of people overlook on bulk orders especially is when you're doing the same item that doesn't have to be modified, it's very quick to just run them through the laser versus if you have to modify a name or modify a logo on like every other one. It turns into you're spending 30 seconds to 2 minutes on the computer for every item versus spending 8 seconds swapping it out at the laser. So I count that into the factoring when you're considering pricing. If it's all the same item and none of the design is changing, you're not changing a name or a logo.
Right, no individual stuff, yeah.
It's so much more rapid fire and faster.
Yeah.
It reduces your labor. It reduces your time designing. It reduces everything. And you can set up bulk batching for a lot of the stuff unless it's something huge. So
I am seeing some stuff in chat that I just want to address really quick. Andy Faulkner asked, is there any rules for converting from my 30-watt JPT to a 60-watt MOPA? And MI Laser Guy was like, 30-watt JPT should be 200 nanosecond Q pulse on a MOPA, which is super important. So don't ever change that Q pulse when you're trying to convert settings, because if you do, the settings are going to be different. Also, Matt is preemptively pulling up the website because he knows I'm going to talk about David Christian's Shark laser param converter, which is super useful if you're looking to convert settings. It uses all of the formulas from our old spreadsheets that got moved into the new systems that we use for converting settings, and the formulas that Kyle used to pre-convert all of those starter laser settings libraries. And you can find that under files. So if we go over to the database, and then you can see file database there at the bottom. And then under software, and then utilities, you'll see the parameter converter.
7 layers deep.
Yeah, it's in there. We have so many files and resources. We have to keep it organized somehow.
Put that in chat, by the way, for everybody.
Yeah, go for it. It's a very, very useful tool, and there is a link in the download. It's like a little like a hyperlink file that you can double click to donate to David Christian's like coffee account too, if you want to thank him for all the hard work he put into that.
This is also where you can find our community editions of EasyCAD 2 and EasyCAD 3 if you wondered what those were. So we've got all kinds of stuff here, and these are all the different manuals and business utilities, all kinds of stuff here. So database, files, lots of stuff. Insane.
You're a database.
Yeah, I am.
Nancy's asking if we are aware when the Pyburn stuff is shipping. I have not heard anything about that since they were on the show. So that was a few weeks ago, and I would say that is the most up-to-date information that we have so far. So I haven't heard any news on that yet. We have a lot of stuff to give away, and we have like 10 minutes left. How many have we done? 2?
That's basically 1 per minute.
Let's rapid fire those things.
All right, guys. So listen, the link is down in the description. This is one of your very last chances to add your name to that list and get in before it's done. While Kyle does his thing, I'm going to let you know Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that is entirely within U.S. territory. Did you know that? The Great Lakes touch 8 states, but Michigan is the only state that touches 4 lakes, with borders on Superior, Michigan, Huron, and Erie. While 2 Canadian provinces also touch the Great Lakes, Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that doesn't touch Canada. So if you want a Great Lake that's 100% U.S. American, Lake Michigan is the one that you want to head over to and hang out at, because there is nothing Canadian about it.
That's so great. Like, can you imagine somebody like going all the way that way and then just be like, I won't go in any other lakes.
Yeah.
none of this international garbage. I want my lakes. I like my lakes like I like my ladies. Made in America.
We ready to do another poll, Kyle?
I'm updating the list now.
By the way, if you have not been able to sign in for this, this is your last chance before maybe the end. Just saying.
Probably not the end, but for this poll.
All right.
Hey, the earlier you get in, the higher the odds of you winning, because you get more chances to win.
More polls.
It's like
I've got a Pyburn update. Oh.
Whoop. No.
Oh, there we go. That's better. Give it a quick shuffle.
That face is my face every time you spin the wheel. I'm like, oh, Yuri, come on, Yuri.
What do we got?
Too many people here.
Oh, Larry, you got me again. Congratulations, Larry.
I'm gonna buy like one of those party blowers that are like whenever we do giveaways.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Insane. I'm gonna just get a full ass air horn in here and just max volume.
I'm sure your 2 infants will love that.
They will.
All right.
I'm talking to Heather at Pyburn.
Word.
So I've got some news hot off the press. Grip 2s have started to ship right now, and the Omni 2 will be shipping at the end of November.
Dope.
By the way, Resin, congrats on getting my reference also. The best Impractical Jokers impression. Larry! It's like the best show ever.
Fact number, I don't know.
74.
Orange. Fact number orange. Lake Superior's deepest point is 1,330 feet. For comparison, the Empire State Building is 1,250 feet tall from ground to roof. If you built the Empire State Building on the deepest part of Lake Superior, the only thing peeking above the waves would be the antenna.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? You can put a hat clip on it.
That's a quarter mile.
Yeah, it gives me chills, kind of like makes me uncomfortable. Not as uncomfortable as the trypophobia from Blake's golf leatherette, but close. Still, like, just moderately uncomfortable.
All right. Speaking of uncomfortable, let's do another giveaway.
Let's go.
No. Come on,
Okay,
Kyle.
hold on.
My segues are so good.
The
No.
list is constantly changing. We got to
Good. Anthony.
That was
What
worth
up,
it.
dude? How are you?
He wanted
Great.
to place
How
it
are
all
you?
himself. It's all
Yeah,
about
I'm
him.
good, dude. I'm chilling. We'll do another episode next week so we can just do bullshitting. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute, dude.
I know. I've been trying to edit the backlog. We've got like 12 new episodes up. So if you guys want to hear the edited episodes, you can head over to podcast.lasereverything.net. Here's some of the new edits that we've been getting up. We're trying to catch up and get that parody going. Come on, Yuri.
Oh,
We
I know this guy.
Rob,
Oh, God.
Oh, he stole it.
You could do widgets, but you're not doing winning with that one. That hurt.
Rob gets nothing. Congratulations to John Elliott.
John Elliott.
winner number 4.
All right, keep it going.
Mumbo number 5.
Roll it.
Send it.
Cal's like, let's
Fact number 8, the Great Lakes region is the primary water source for more than 40 million people.
That's like 3 United States worth of people, I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. Barefoot Inspiration.
Barefoot Inspirations. Congratulations.
Let's see. All right. We doing
I'm
another one?
surprised you guys don't have a soundboard with like sound effects.
My soundboard is my mouth.
I was going to say, like, we make enough noise.
Come on. Eke out a win for me, bro. Ooh, resin.
Oh, my God.
Heads. Oh, the regulars are just getting their prizes snatched today by the visitors. Congratulations, Eds. Guys,
number is
fact
that?
number 10. Lake Michigan has a Bermuda Triangle of its own.
Really?
Yeah, dude, this is an interesting one. There's an area of Lake Michigan where many unexplained occurrences have left people bewildered that has been dubbed the Michigan Triangle, similar to the Bermuda Triangle. Occurrences have included unexplained ship disappearances, missing planes, north of the triangle near Traverse City, a strange Stonehenge-like rock formation rests below the lake's surface. Some believe the two phenomena are related.
My guess, it's actually Blake at the bottom of that giant hill we talked about with lasers, just shooting fiber lasers out of people.
It's the Stonehenge formation is just like piles of hat clips. It's just like where it keeps them stored.
So stupid.
Alan says there are some places in Michigan that are creepy AF, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty weird. Some weird stuff, you know.
Oh my God, cubing showing up. I heard the reprises. Did I miss them?
Nice of you to show up.
Bro, you still got a minute. How many have we given away? Is anybody counting?
I think that's 5.
Yeah,
Maybe we should have done 5 instead of 10.
I think Kyle's being responsible.
We're at 6.
6. So you still got time. So hurry up, Cube.
And
We're good. We're
I'm-
shooting for an hour.
And
We
I'm
got like
actively removing duplicates. And if there's one person in particular that I'm about to remove off the list for straight up abusing the system, but
Oh, naughty.
Take them off.
Don't be naughty.
take them off. What are they gonna
Dave.
do? No?
they're at 5 entries. So I've removed
Rude.
4 duplicates for them. You know
You
who
don't-
you are. Stop it.
You don't have to put your name in every draw.
Vinny,
This is-
we'll send you some, okay, Vinny?
This is your
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Vinny. God.
It's not Vinny. It's not.
No, it's Bronson. Of course, it's Bronson.
Well, we can blame him.
Chris.
I was
Van
at
Hammer.
I was at Fab Tech in Orlando, Florida last week,
You're everywhere. You go all over the place. You're traveling guy.
I got to talk to San Antonio Laser, Epilogue Laser, Boss Laser. There was I'll let you guys guess. You guys put me on screen.
Yep.
So there was a fiber laser cutting these out live. Guess how long it takes to cut this out of stainless steel?
Was it a galvo laser or gantry?
Fiber.
I would say that took
fiber, gantry
49
fiber.
seconds.
7
Like
seconds.
gantry? Wow.
7 seconds. Palm tree, 4 seconds. And then it turns out these guys are local. They're like 10 minutes from me, and I'm going to go tour and put some footage on there. So if you check out our TikTok.
What was the company?
It is Kimla, Kimla laser.
Interesting. Yeah, I know those big gantries can whip, dude. They're scary.
It was unreal. Check out the video on my TikTok, Great Lakes Laser Supply on TikTok. I've got videos of talking to each of the vendors and kind of checking out their stuff.
We actually have that linked down in the description for you guys too. The TikTok's great. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's where that's like, I wouldn't be here as Great Lakes Laser Supply if it wasn't for our first TikTok, which was outnumbered 5-1. We blew up to 8,000 followers on TikTok, and those kind of ended up being mostly laser enthusiasts. So that helped our pivot very nicely.
Pat wants to know if you knew the laser power on the fiber gantry. Was it it must have been over a kilowatt, right?
Yeah.
I don't know offhand.
I would guess like 2 to 3 ish. Just guessing.
It
7
unreal.
seconds is real fast.
Yeah,
Dude.
Yeah.
That's
and
really,
Ed
really
said
fast.
on a gantry, but it's a fiber gantry, so it's
It's
the
a-
one
yeah.
that has the air assist, like where it's actually got like oxygen. Or
It's a
nitrogen or
fiber
something.
cutter, dude. They got
Yeah.
those big fat Racus sources that are like, they look like mini fridges.
Yep.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
And those are the ones that you see. They're like flatbed 4x8s and 4x4s and stuff like that. That just, I mean, you need
It took them
space
2
to run
weeks
that
just
thing.
to set everything up for the
Guys,
show. It's
Fun
unreal.
bonus fact about Lake Erie while Kyle gets another pull ready. Lake Erie has a Loch Ness like sea monster. Did you know this, Blake? Did you
No.
know this? Lake Erie is allegedly home to Bessie, a sea monster like creature that has been spotted on multiple occasions for decades. The Cleveland baseball team, the Lake Erie Monsters, were named after this legend.
Interesting.
Very interesting. That would be something you could put on a hat clip and then sell at all the local places.
I think I'm going to have to put all these facts on hat clips.
Oh, that'd be dope. That would
Yeah.
be sick. Yeah. That's a
Just
whole
only,
Etsy shop
only
right
wear
there.
those at the Michigan like Summit, Laser Summit. Have those as giveaways at the Laser Summit
Yeah.
in Michigan. Like that. Actually
One that says, I don't share my lake with Canada.
Ed says everyone knows Bessie. Like, oh man, 100% true. I live in Ohio. What is that about? Oh, doesn't matter because Kyle's ready to pull. Hey, go!
Yuri, you're running out of chances here, man. I really need you to put in some effort.
If you could just spin it better, Yuri, I think you'd get it.
We blew right past him.
Oh my God, golf!
But Annette's taking one home. Congratulations, Annette.
Woo!
Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, Annette, did you know that the Great Lakes are home to about 35,000 islands?
Really? That's a lot.
That is a lot. 1,000 of them are the 1,000 islands. Makes sense.
Is that where the dressing comes from?
I don't think so.
And the undressing. Time
I
to do
don't-
another spin.
I feel like I read somewhere that those things are unrelated.
Interesting.
Like Blake's like, just spin the damn wheel.
Like, I need to go.
I'm trying to read comments at the same time. I apologize.
Laser
Oh,
shop.
John M.
No, we're just giving you a hard time. John M.
Congrats, John M.
John M. wants you guys to know that the Great Lakes contain 250 different species of fish. That's John's fact.
John,
That was winner number 8. We got 2 left.
2 left.
Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Oh, are we ready?
Oh yeah. Oh baby.
Ooh.
Alan.
Alan.
There you go.
Alan
Nice
wants
job.
to know how Lake Huron was the first of the Great Lakes to be discovered by European explorers. How did they not run into anything else before that one? Get me a map.
By the way, you know what we should do? We should do our outro and then do the last giveaway. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think we can make everybody sit and listen to the horrible end of this before they find out who the last one is. Guys, listen. Blake's awesome. Blake is he's happy. He's stoked to be here. He's an honest guy. He's running a real homegrown business, and he really cares about you guys and what he does. And if you want to be a part of his awesome community, there are links to his Facebook group, as well as his social media and his website where you can purchase from him down in the description. He was kind enough to give you guys a coupon code Laser Everything 10% off now until November 22nd. It's a whole month. You guys can pull 10% off of your order if you go visit Blake's shop right now. Get yourself some of those belts. Pick up some hat clips, guys. If you didn't win some tonight, grab some hat clips. And man, that's just I'm just really glad you had some time to come on, Blake. And I want to touch base again soon.
It's almost been a year since the last time you were on the show, because we had I think we're at LBX when you came on the show the first time.
Yep.
And I was like, Blake, nice to meet you. How's it going? It's like right there. And he's the same guy. That's what's great, is like even a year later, happy, excited, enthusiastic, man.
Glad to talk to you again. And the only person happier is the person at the desk checking off the fact that we've included our sponsorship in this week's episode of the podcast. I'm talking about you, Johnson Plastics Plus, #1 miracle company. If you guys are looking for laser blanks, if it's something Blake doesn't carry, make sure you head over to jpplus.com. There's a link down in the description, as well as a coupon code that'll get you 15% off everything you need to stock up for the holidays. Matt and I have published multiple episodes at this point on the topic. You can go watch those on the channel, recent videos. Go check it out. We make a lot of great suggestions, and honestly, you don't even really need to watch those videos. And just browsing around on that site, it's just hard not to spend hundreds of dollars like every time I visit. And I don't even have to pay for stuff from them recently because they've been sending it into review. So if I can spend money there, so can you. Go check them out. Thanks for sponsoring the show, Johnson Plastics Plus. Links are in the description for that. If you love the channel and you love what we do and you want to support us, you can find out all the different ways you can do that. We have a Patreon. We have a coffee account. I try to make it as easy for you guys as possible. For a long time, we couldn't even accept PayPal, and now we can. If you want details on how to do that, head over to lasereverything.net/support. We don't like hiding things behind paywalls here. We like information to be open and free and available for everybody, and we try our very best to make sure that that stays true. And the only reason we can do that and continue to do our jobs is because of all of our very, very generous voluntary supporters, especially over at the Laser Master Academy, masters.lasereverything.net. Links to all of that and more down in the description if you want to support our mission going forwards. Don't forget to smash the like button on your way out the door, guys, but not before the final poll.
Here we go.
And the final fact: in May 2004, President Bush issued an executive order recognizing the Great Lakes as a national treasure.
Ooh,
look, there's Yuri's name. It's right there next to
Nicolas
the arrow.
Cage there?
Yeah, he was indeed.
Nice.
I get it.
Except it was
Stephanie.
Johnny Travolta.
Steph Rafael.
Congratulations, because it was
Stephanie Wright.
Did you get that joke?
Stephanie Wright.
That joke?
Yeah, we got it. It was just not funny. So.
No, it was hilarious. This is like the best movie ever.
There's Great Lakes and there's bad jokes at Laser Everything.
Steph Rafael, congratulations on that last poll. You guys killed it today, except for Yuri. I expect better, Yuri. Maybe next time.
We're going to have to talk about
Poor
this.
Yuri.
I'm scanning for like one last really good fact before we go. The rest of these facts are kind of lame, guys. I don't know. Go look up some facts about the Great Lakes. It's a pretty cool place. Some eerie shit happens sometimes. There's a lot of fish, and it's full of fresh water. So, if you want to be like Blake, well, go drink some of that sweet Lake Michigan water. Blake, dude, thanks for coming on and dealing with our nonsense, man.
Just not the Flint.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Not the Flint water. That is not the water from the lake. Don't drink that. That's not good. And stay out of Detroit. Is Detroit still bad? Is that still a bad place to be?
That's what they say, I guess.
He doesn't know. He hasn't been there because he's not a psychopath. Good night, guys.
On the nice side of the state.
Tune in. Tune in next week for more whatever this was. We'll see you in the next one.
Nah.